The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slip.
Again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, lucky. 18 Cardinal. Check.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Past the 20. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 48 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Steelers 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Steeler first down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 32 on the play. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. O'Shane Ximines in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Steelers 0.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check, check. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. No. Cut 19.
Barkley, toss play left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now
the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
James Washington was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Check 55. Check 55. You must get time to see.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. This is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you try.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Jones now. Off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Their own 8-yard.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down.
Like 20. 7-7.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts
It's a gain of 8.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
at the 23-yard.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jones off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 11. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 51 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Again, it's Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Give to the fullback. This is Juan. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ballantyne to return. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Now Jones. Off play action. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
coming up on 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down by Jabril Peppers. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Again, a run with Connor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but it works some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's now
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
At the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Giants 10.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their